Welcome to Chapman Cars and Tech. This is Chad. So you're looking at this video going, whoa, 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 what's going on? I'm I expect to see a car video, but if you want to have a little bit of background information about me, I'm a systems engineer. I have a background in computer science, computer engineering, and mathematics, and I just like to do things that I like that I'm familiar with, and that's cars and computer stuff. So today I have a little intro here. Welcome to Chapman Cars and Tech, and a little terminal window. So we'll be talking about Linux today. So recently I discovered a new type of Ubuntu distribution called Ubuntu Studio. So as I'm a creator, I figured that it will be nice to check it out because this is the type of Linux distribution just for creators, and it has everything you need. So it has all the the usual Linux stuff. The terminal, it can do ls, cd, something, you know, that type of things. Even has GCC, the compiler, but there's no input file. Basically, most of the Linux stuff um, that you need to get by. And what's so special about it is that you have several types of applications for doing things that require for people who do like creative stuff, video, writers, audio production. You have all these good categories here. So we'll look at I guess each one a little bit. So under audio you have Audacity, which is a well-known digital audio editor and recording application. Ardor 5, a digital workstation for recording, mixing, and mastering. Graphics. Blender, which is kind of cool. It's a 3D content creation suite. You can create 3D models and animate scenes. So if you're creating a YouTube video, you need to do some kind of animation. This is a tool for it. And also you can create video games using only Blender because it has a built-in game engine. Also, you have GIMP, which is Photoshop's biggest open source competitor. So it does everything that Photoshop does. It's just things are different areas, menus, the layout's a little bit different. So if you're an expert at Photoshop and you've just finished college and your license, you can't use your license anymore while you're looking for work, or whatever, or you don't have a personal license for Photoshop anymore because it expired, you can use this instead. It has things for publishing, like LibreOffice, which is a complete open source office suite that is almost 100% compatible with Microsoft Office. So you can save, the docx, and things are just kind of a little bit off by the way how they implement things. So if you try to open up a LibreOffice.x document in Microsoft Office, things might be just kind of shifted out a little bit and a little bit odd. But you can, if you're good enough, you can just fix that stuff. There's Scribus. You can create professional PDF publications with this software. There are templates for posters, business cards, and brochures. Video production. You have OBS for screen recording and broadcasting. There's also MPEG, MPEG. And you can do basically OBS stuff from the command line. And the thing with OBS is basically it has FFmpeg built into it, so it does everything from the GUI. Except FFmpeg has more functionality. It doesn't. OBS doesn't do everything that FFmpeg does, like H.265 compression. And hopefully soon OBS will be able to catch up. But that kind of depends on the market too. Video, more for video production. You also got OpenShot. So if you're trying to create a YouTube video and you can't afford the Adobe stuff, you can use this instead. It does pretty much everything you need just to get started. So if you're trying to do YouTube video, you can kind of use this. So you can actually, it's pretty simple. You just I have some files that I captured from a PlayStation video play. So you can just take them and then you just move it around. Would add another video to the track. And you got a project going on now. So let's turn this into like a demo. So let's say we want to save this project desktop. So let's see. This is from Final Fantasy VII Remake. So this is you're going into the Corneo Mansion. So let's see here. Just call it Corneo because you're going into the Corneo Mansion, and you can go through the selector here and review footage on your track here. So if you want to, for here, I want to skip where I do all the things at the vending machine and all the menu stuff while I get my characters ready for what's coming up. So here I just clicked on the scissor here, the razor tool. Just click on where you're going, and you're basically split this clip in two. And Final Cut Pro, which I usually use for my video editing, I have to go through a couple of menus. It wasn't completely obvious, so I had to figure it out, do some research, figure out how to do that. So I want to seek through here, look for the end of the menu. So I think that's where I want to do a cut for my next, so I can get rid of the menu. Going through the menu, selecting material and stuff like that, making sure all my weapons are all good. And then I can slide it, and it just snaps right into place. So, and then I'm just going to slide this other one right next to it. I still need to do more tinkering around. So there's another part where I go through menus, because now I have just control of Aerith and Tifa. So, and I know that I want to go into a boss fight pretty soon, so don't want to bore my audience with that kind of information. So just start the cut there right before I go to the menu. And yeah, just go right there at the end, right before after I complete saving. And there's my next edit. So now I can just make sure I'm deleting the right spot. So I can delete that. So that's it for the editing phase. So Next, I need to export this project. So you got this export video button here, and there's already a file name created for it, and you can select all kinds of things. So if I scroll up, it even does 4K, and iMovie that comes free with from Apple, from their App Store, doesn't even do 4K. It's a good enough editing tool, but this really does take it a step further if you want something that's free to use. So I'm going to select HD 1080p 30 frames per second, 1920 by 1080, and I need to select some other options. So I want this video to be small, so it'll be quicker for me to upload to YouTube. So I want to change the bitrate to, let's say, 5, and it will also increase the export time. So I think I have everything set, and now I'm ready to export. And while we're waiting, so it's going to take about 3 minutes because I'm running on a VM. So I'll come back when we're finished exporting video. So now the video has completed being written to a file, and it's right here on the desktop. So if you want to turn this into a YouTube video, you want to have some kind of thumbnail to attract some attention. So I've taken the time to go through the video and have found a scene where they'll be appropriate. So all you got to do now is use FFmpeg, and FFmpeg has a feature where you can get a thumbnail from a video. So make sure the video is there, Corneo MP4. So all you gotta do is FFmpeg-I, gotta specify your input file, VFrame. So that tells it to have one output frame. AN is disable audio -S for your output file, or output size. So let's say we're going to use 400 by 222 -SS. So we're going to grab from 23 seconds into the video, so 23, and then we specify the output file. So we'll just call it thumbnail, or Corneo.jpg. Press enter. And you got a thumbnail. So that's just a quick introduction and demo of some of the things that you can do with Ubuntu Studio. I find this one a little bit more complete. There's one for Fedora. It has similar features. Haven't looked into it, but from what I looked into, this is a more feature-complete Linux implementation for creators. So that's it for this video. We'll see you next time.